Check this out. This is Alchemist.
This is Justin Smith.
And this is the Hip Hop Chronicles. Where we at?
London.
UK to be exact. Yeah.
London town. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. Black Watch is watching over you.
So Alchemist, the first time, your first impressions when you first met Mobb Deep, Havoc and Pete, first time you met them guys, what was it like? Like, how were they with you? Was it in the studio? What happened?
I was like, wow, these guys are pretty short. Damn. Maybe I could fit into this, man, because if it was a bunch of tall dudes, you know, like Red and Meth or something, this wouldn't work out. It wouldn't even work. I was like, you know what? We gotta get Noid out the way because he's a little tall, but I can fit in here, you know what I'm saying?
So it's all about fitting in.
This could work, man. This could work.
How about when you first met Eminem for the first time?
Oh, that was a good experience. I'll just say it was pre the blonde hair era. He
really?
Was rocking his John Lennon like spectacles. So it was like the John Lennon spectacle, and Royce was definitely with him.
Royce was
it was an early time, and he had actually did a freestyle on Tony Touch's 50 MCs.
Right.
On a beat of mine, it was like an old Buck 50, you know, underground beat. We were linking up at D&D, and we stayed in the loop because Paul and just mutual people. But
yeah.
you know,
what was he like? Was he kind of reserved, or was he playing jokes?
He's the same way he is. He's on his, like, man, that guy is what he is for a reason. You know what I mean? And I definitely felt like even at that time I was like in the presence of somebody who's going to be great. You know, I didn't know what was coming.
Yeah.
It definitely was like, he's sick. You know, and he was like pushing Royce to all of us. He was like telling all of us how dope Royce was.
At that time?
At that time. And I just looked at that as really cool too, because he had a homie who he was like trying to tell all of us, Tony Touch and everybody.
And this is way before he blew up. He was just playing his man.
Yeah, he was on his way.
How about Jay, when you first met Jay? And Dame as well, put him in there because you go back, way back with them guys.
I don't remember the first time I met Dame. I remember the first time I met Jay, I was just, I was still relatively young in the game and young in age. So it was a little intimidating because I worked with a lot of people, but this was like the first probably superstar, that I had actually sat with and worked with in such a close capacity. You know what I mean? So it was just like, but we hit it off real well. And like working on that first album, I was still like a little, it took about halfway through for me to realize that he saw a talent and let me do me. Before I used to be like, yo, you mind if I add an extra hi-hat? You mind if I put this little thunder sound right here? And he was just kind of looking at me like, yo, just do what you want to do. If you think it's going to sound good, go ahead and roll. And I think that's where I first really started to discover my talent as a producer,
right?
Versus just a beat maker.
Yeah.
Him letting me go ahead and just
kind of like let you kind of grow yourself.
Exactly. So that was cool. Dame, I don't remember the first time I met Dame, but I know his story would be different from my story if I could remember. Because when I used to remember the story, his story was different. If you ask Dame, he'll tell you that he discovered me sitting. See, this is the thing. I don't remember how I met him. Right. But I know that what he thought was that he met me sitting in the old offices on 17th Street in the hallway waiting for somebody to pay attention to me and listen to my beats. And when he told the story on the radio, I was sitting right next to him like, what are you talking about? Like, I met you way late in the game. Like, I had already been with Mac and Bleak and Amil and Jay a couple of times. Like, by the time I had met you, Recounts was done.
Yeah.
But if you ask him, he'll say he discovered me in the hallway waiting, with some beat up sneakers on.
Nice picture he painted.
Yeah. He did it on the radio.
That's hot.
And I was like, word. Okay. So then we kind of went at it on the radio a little bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was funny looking back. Yeah. But at the time it wasn't funny.
Yeah, of course. At the
time I was tight, like, yo, okay.
He's painting as a picture of some kind of bum just like waiting in the hallway trying to, yo, can you hear my beat?
Then he was like, oh, I taught you how to dress too. And I was like, what?
That's where he crossed the line?
Yeah, that's when he crossed the line.
That's when like, hold on now. I
said, wait, what are you saying? So, my swagger been on 100,000 trillions. Shout out to Dane, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
And I want to say a few months later, my father passed.
Right.
And out of everybody that was around at that time, Dave was the only one that actually pulled me to the side.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, are you alright? Like,
Yeah.
what do you need? What can I do for you?
That's respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so as much of a jerk, and as cocky as he was, he did have that human side where I feel like deep down inside, he did care for everybody that was involved in what was going on.
Yeah.
Everybody else was just kind of like, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. Keep it moving. Very cliche.
Sure.
I'm sure they meant it. But, you know, like, he was the only one who, like, when he seen me kind of in the front, in the lobby of the studio, just kind of like this, he was the one who was like, yo, let's talk. You know what I mean? So I definitely, as much as me and him had our differences, and I don't really speak about it, but we clashed more than once. You know what I mean? But he was the only one that kind of pulled me to the side and showed that concern. So shout out to Dave.
Yeah, and that's respect. In those kind of situations, even the littlest thing like that goes a long way.
It means a lot.
Yeah, it means so much because, you know, it's always tough losing a loved one.
Exactly.
I almost forgot. The first time we met Jay Electronica, the ghost of Christopher Wallace is now he must be known as.
I don't remember. Jay just appeared in a vision. I'm not sure if he really exists.
He could be the ghost of Christopher Wallace, right?
Or it could just be me pretending to be somebody else.
Oh shit. Or you could have gone and advanced your production skills so much that you made a hologram / human. He could be a Cylon.
Chill, you're getting too close.
He could be a Cylon like the Battlestar Galactica shit.
He's one of the 12 Cylons.
Right.
I just let my TV geek out. He's the original. He's the 13th Cylon that nobody knows about.
And that's the Master Cylon, right?
Yup.
You ever seen Battlestar Galactica?
No.
Yeah.
It's kind of fresh.
Really?
Yeah.
I only watch it on
I got the
TV.
soundtrack.
No, the new one though.
Oh no, I got
Yeah, the new one is kind of like people think it's like some crazy science fiction, but it's set in space, but it's dope. Like,
There's not really robots. They look like humans, but they're really robots deep down. They've evolved so much.
remember the Cylons? They used to have in their eyes in the old Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
They're humans now. They've evolved into actual humans.
Go see Battlestar Galactica at a theater near you.
Yeah.